Hello everyone, we are live. Hello, this is American Independence Day live stream. So I just woke up, probably will go back to bed. Um, I just want to address something and make it very apparently clear. Um, as much as people like to have fun in the space and enjoy their time here, not gonna say any names, of course, but there comes a point where people take it too far, right? And they don't have any inhibitions of when to stop, right? If you know what I mean, right? And the people who I'm just going to go straight to the point. The people who want me to spurg out the most, right? Thank you. Happy 4th of July to my American friends, even though we're having struggles and beefs and between the two countries. Happy 4th of July to my American friends, I guess. Yeah. Um. Anyways, I've been getting some messages that some people notifying me that some people enjoy me spurging. Not gonna say names, but and at first it angered me, and then it just annoyed me. Then I'm just concerned, and then it turned to some concern for them, right? Because first of all, con- anger because I was like, oh, like why is this guy saying this to me? Annoyance because it's just like why say that in the first place? Concern because I fear their life. I fear what will happen to them if they annoy the wrong person, right? They troll the wrong person in real life. Like for example, Taijul would troll people and he think it's funny, but what if he angered the wrong person in real life? He says, "Oh, if you get angry like that," he people tell me if I get angry like that, and Stefan too, that we would get hurt. But how about the way that people troll us, right? No one addresses that because we're the scapegoats, right? We're being scapegoated, in other words. But it's really sad and unfortunate. But um, what I'm trying to say is like be careful out there. Yeah, you don't want to get the wrong people angry. Um, I've definitely gotten the wrong people angry in the past, and I can tell you from my personal experience that you shouldn't. You should. What I'm trying to say is you should go past the age of 13 or 14 mentally, physically, or whatever, and start to mature and realize that how to say it. You shouldn't like after a certain age, being a nuisance and annoyance to people doesn't really isn't really fulfilling. I used to be like that, but after a certain age, I definitely matured a lot and just stopped. Or over the passing of time, I definitely matured a lot, and stopped trying to provoke reactions out of people just for fun, right? Or trolling, right? Trolling can be fun, but like only if done right, like in a playful and um non-offensive manner. But yeah, I guess yeah. Right. I mean, it's not funny when I get angry, right? Just think about it. What if it was someone else and they made you angry? They did the same thing to you, or what if it was Um, what else? What if it was? I mean, what if it was? How else to say it? In real life, right? And you angered the wrong person, not just me, but someone else. Could be someone else, right? Um, and they hurt you badly, right? So just thing like just things to consider, right? I don't want people to get hurt, but like some people just deserve what they get, right? Um, d- deserve what they put out, right? And put forth into the world. Yeah, I mean, be a good person. I'm not saying be a pushover or be a jerk, but be somewhere in between. If you want. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do with their life, but yeah, just addressing some weird comments I've been receiving by message. Mm, So, anyways, you do what you want, but just be careful out there. It's not a all sunshine and rainbows in this world. Yeah, I hope people know that. It's a good world, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, it's better than the other planets out there. You can't even live there, those planets. So, uh so yeah. Anyways, um, happy American Independence Day. Um, what was I gonna say? The American history is very interesting. What started off as like a settlement, I guess, for colonizers from England and France and I think Spain, it turned into a massive country spanning maybe over 9 million square kilometers. I don't know how many square miles that is, but anyways, um, um, I don't know how many square miles that is. Probably like 3 million or 4 million or something. But um, yeah, American history is very interesting. Learned a lot about it in school, especially. Yeah. Um, learned a lot about it in school. Um, school is very nice. I no, what is I saying? School is nice, but and I learned a lot about history from like social studies in school. Good courses to take. Yeah, but yeah, I love studying history. Um, I like European history because like to study North American history and stuff, you sort of have to study like European history to get a good glimpse of what really went down in bringing European culture to North America, Australia, and other colonized areas. Yeah. Mhm. I mean, what was I gonna say? European history is fundamental to understanding North American history at this point. I mean, you don't have to like history. It can be boring, you know. Um, it can be boring, right? But you just have to kind of, you know. I mean, you don't have to learn about it if you don't want to, but it's better to learn about it than not learn about it because you will have developed great lessons about life and how the past was like by learning about history, especially about North American, Asian, European, anything history, African history, even. Yeah, with the slave trade, not just the slave trade, but like Mansa Musa, and all this other good stuff. Yeah, apartheid, not just those things, but the obvious, but the also the unobvious too, right? Anyways, I wish to visit America one day. Would be nice to see the country. Um, if I'm Canadian, so I'm just across the border, right? Canadians have a good reputation for being clean and friendly and good people, you know. Yeah, and being a cold country too, so something to consider. One of the coldest countries in the world, yeah, if not the coldest country in the world, yeah. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Uh, mm, um, anyways, when America separated from Great Britain in the War of Independence, um, what else happened? A lot of things unfolded for that. I think it was because of the 7 Year War, and the Americans were like upset with the British because they had to pay a lot of taxes, right? Probably to for reparations for the war or whatever. Not that the Americans were against the British and the no, the 13 C's, as they would call them, were against the British, but they paid a lot of taxes to the British to pay off the war debts, whatever, and which the British won, I think, against France and allying nations, I guess. And America were not happy with that, so yeah. Um, mm, mm, um, American history is very a short history, but it's a very interesting history nonetheless. How old is it now? Over 200 years. 242 years now. Um, America is one of the oldest nations in the world. No, not the oldest, but one of the oldest colonized nations. Yeah, the European countries are all probably older than America. Um, or all existed before America was even a country, right? So, all things to consider. Yeah, I enjoy English history is pretty interesting too. Yeah. Um, from when from the Magna Carta to even before that, to now, right? To Queen Elizabeth, right? Um, American and English history, very interesting things to study and ponder about, and the nuances of those both of the histories. Um, People celebrate now, but they don't ever reflect and understand first the nuances of American English and European history that made Americans and European history that made America what it is today. And it's kind of sad, but they don't ponder and reflect about the history because they think it's boring, right? So they don't want to reflect about it, right? Um. Anyways, I'm not here to lecture too much about history, but the history is very interesting. From when the English went to North America, Australia, other places, Oceania, other places in the world, and made their mark. Yeah, long live the Queen. But on that note, um, let's get the show rolling now. Hold on. Well, so um let me see. Hmm. Yeah. I'm just checking my phone at the moment. 0 viewers. Happy 4th of July to you. Um, yeah. Sorry for the long pause. Um, yeah. Uh, Well, I hope everyone's enjoying their 4th of July. And to those who have fought for America's independence, to be a nation of great abundance, power, wealth, and prosperity. To those who have fought for America's freedom many years ago, I salute you, military salute, not no Nazi salute, trust me. Um, and yeah, hoping and wishing everyone a good 4th of July, and I wish everyone well, yeah. Yeah, one viewer, the 4th of July, very interesting day. I think that's one day that gained independence from the UK. That's why the significance of the 4th of July. Funny how the 1st of July is Canada's Independence Day, right? So very close. 2 viewers, nice. Um, no viewers, whatever. And America has almost 9 times the population of Canada. 9 times, 8 to 9 times, I think. Now we reach 40 million, so we're about 8 to 9 times. 9 times, probably close. Uh, closer to 9 times the population of Canada. So with just the same, a little less landmass than us in Canada, but yeah, one viewer. Um, viewers. Um. um. Should I wrap this up? I don't know. One viewer. Uh, I, I kind of figured, yeah. Um, should I keep it on? I don't know. This live stream, I wanted to cut it short eventually. Most likely, yes, they will. But With that being said, um, any last words or parting thoughts from this live stream, that is. Yeah. Thank you for watching and have a great day. I might live stream later on. I don't know. I just wanted to do this to sort of impart my thoughts on America and the earlier rant I had made in this live. Yeah, thank you and have a good day. Peace.